Welcome, everyone. My name's Phil, and I've been living in Thailand for 20 years. Today, I want to share my journey of dealing with vestibular migraines for the past 14 months and IBS for the past 20 years. First, let's talk about the medications that have significantly improved my well-being. I know many of you are curious about the drugs I've used, so let's dive in. Currently, I take propranolol, 40 milligrams, twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. I also take sertraline, 50 milligrams, in the morning. On particularly rough days, or if I've had a few too many beers, I might take a small amount of Valium. Initially, I took half a Valium before bed, but given their addictive nature, I use them sparingly now. For those challenging days, benzodiazepines like Valium can be helpful, but always consult your doctor first. I also wear FL41 migraine glasses from Amazon, which are very effective. I find these glasses essential in managing stress, which can trigger vestibular migraines. While I don't need to wear them all the time, they certainly help during teaching hours. So, my go-to medications are propranolol, sertraline, and occasionally Valium, along with my trusty FL41 glasses. I also have FL60 glasses, which came as a set from Amazon. They're definitely worth it. It's likely I'll need to take these medications for the rest of my life. If you suffer from migraines or vestibular migraines, reducing nitrates in your diet is crucial, even though they're in almost everything. Or gut flora is crucial. You have 8 times more gut bacteria than cells in your body, and there's no quick fix from the doctor for this issue. Inflammation is the root cause of many health problems. I recommend eating only beef for at least 6 months to a year to help balance your gut flora. Additionally, consider rethinking dietary guidelines. The USDA food pyramid places red meat at the top of the list of foods to eat sparingly, but this might not be the best guide. Historical diets, like those of Native Americans and early settlers who thrived on red meat like bison, suggest that meats are highly beneficial. Before modern conveniences, people relied on meat, and their health did not suffer as ours does today. Even South Park humorously highlights this issue, showing how modern dietary guidelines can be misguided. There's a reason why Alzheimer's is now the 4th biggest killer in the US. Not enough healthy fats.
What is it? What is it for?
We built the pyramid a long time ago to illustrate how much people should eat of the 4 basic food groups.
Sir, we abandoned the pyramid when Michelle Obama got involved.
The pyramid doesn't work. We've already tried it.
It's upside down.
What?
Sir, the pyramid is upside down.
Turn the pyramid upside down.
You can't be serious. That would put butter and fat at the top
Flip the damn food pyramid!
This is not FDA approved!
Which points out the incredible nutritional value of beef. It contains 42,000 components of nutrition, including glutamine, an amino acid that is essential for maintaining and repairing the gut lining and supporting overall gut health. Currently, I stick to a diet of beef, pork, potatoes, and tortilla wraps. I do enjoy some beer on Friday and Saturday nights. Unfortunately, beer doesn't seem to affect me much. Now, I'm almost 100% better. Now, let's dive into my vestibular migraine story. It started about a year ago. In May 2023, there are 4 main symptoms of vestibular migraines, which many doctors seem unfamiliar with: severe dizziness or vertigo lasting for minutes, hours, or days. A history of migraines or dizziness, migraines accompanied by episodes of dizziness, and symptoms that don't match other vertigo conditions like BPPV, which usually lasts less than a minute and occurs when waking up. I used to experience dizziness 2 or 3 times a year, needing to lie down immediately, even if I was out. This was infrequent enough not to worry me. However, vestibular migraines don't align with other vertigo symptoms like BPPV, but it might be linked to IBS and nitrates in your body, which can cause headaches, dizziness, and vertigo. My dizziness wasn't a concern until last year, after returning to school from a holiday. One morning at 9 o'clock, I felt like passing out. This feeling persisted daily, making it challenging to manage my first class at school. It was a difficult time, but finding the right treatment has made all the difference. By around noon, the dizziness would wear off, and I'd feel okay for the afternoon. After heading home and taking a nap, I go back to the bar I own in Bangkok. But by 7 p.m., it felt just like 9 a.m. again, with that same overwhelming urge to pass out. I had no idea what was wrong with me. This went on for a couple of weeks, and I didn't tell anyone, not my wife, not my friends. I just dealt with it on my own. Then, I decided to try the carnivore diet. I can't remember why exactly, but I thought I'd give it a shot. They say you need to stick with it for at least 30 days to see any benefits. Within a few days to a week, the dizziness completely stopped, and I felt great. I thought that was it, the dizziness was over. I stuck to the carnivore diet for 30 days, eating just meat and eggs. No carbs, no sugar, not even cups of tea, just the carnivore diet. You can find videos on YouTube by people like Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson talking about it. It's very popular right now and very healthy.
Right.
When you have no carbohydrates, one of the things that's most amazing is that there's no crashing. You would eat and you don't feel any different after you ate other than the fact that you don't feel hungry.
Right.
Like you don't crash.
Right.
There's no ups and downs and peaks and valleys. My energy levels were amazing.
Really?
God,
How
extra
quickly?
Energy.
How quickly?
2 weeks in.
2 weeks
2
in.
weeks in, I noticed I felt amazing.
Really?
And I was shedding weight. I was shedding a lot of weight. I think it was like 7 pounds down 2 weeks in.
Jeez.
Now I'm 12 pounds down, 12-ish, something like that. I was 193 this morning. I was weighing about 205 before I started this diet.
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
propagated, but this diet seems to have stopped all of that. I don't have psoriasis. All of the patches have gone.
Yeah.
My gum disease, which is incurable, I had multiple surgeries to deal with it, is completely gone. Took 3 years. My right eye, which was quite cloudy, is cleared up completely. What else has changed? Well, I lost 50 pounds and like instantly and kept it off.
I should mention that I too am not a deep investigator of nutritional science. I have my skepticism towards the degree to which it is currently a science, because like a lot of complex systems, it's full of mystery and full of profiteers, the people that profit of different kinds of diets. But I should say, for me personally, it does seem that I feel by far the best when I eat only meat.
After the 30 days, I went back to eating vegetables. I made a stir-fry with olive oil and chicken, and almost immediately, the dizziness came back, worse than ever. Of course, I went online and started Googling causes of dizziness: diabetes, vertigo, BPPV, and so many other possibilities. I was really worried, especially about diabetes. I had no idea what was wrong, but the dizziness was back. So, I went to a very good pharmacist in my village, who gave me some medication. I googled it and found it was called betahistine. It worked fantastically, completely stopping the dizziness and the feeling of passing out for a couple of weeks, but then, it came back again. I didn't want to live on the carnivore diet forever, because it restricts your life so much you can't even drink on it. So, I tried going back on the carnivore diet, but this time it didn't seem to work as well. I went to the hospital in Bangkok, but they couldn't figure out what was wrong. They did a blood test and found I had high cholesterol, which was expected since I'd been eating a lot of meat. They prescribed statins, but I wasn't keen on taking them because I knew high cholesterol is common on a carnivore diet. Back to square one, I started looking up exercises online for dizziness. I found some techniques involving popping your ears and exercises for your eyesight. They worked for a week or so, but eventually, they stopped being effective. I was constantly doing these exercises, but they didn't seem to help anymore. I went to the hospital again, and they diagnosed an infection in the tube that connects the ear to the mouth and nose. They prescribed pseudoephedrine and betahistine again. This seemed to work for a couple of weeks. I even went on holiday and felt fine for a few weeks, but then the dizziness came back. I visited another hospital near my village. They found some inflammation in my ears and gave me a steroid nasal spray and congestion pills. These worked a bit, but not enough. I was still feeling like passing out, especially at school. I went to the hospital again and saw a female doctor. She asked me some questions, but had no idea what was wrong. Strangely, this was good news to me, because I realized I might have to figure this out on my own. I kept researching and eventually found a podcast on YouTube discussing various causes of vertigo. One of them was vestibular migraines, which can cause dizziness or a feeling of passing out for minutes, hours, or days at a time. For quite a while, I experienced these episodes of dizziness that would come and go. Naturally, I started researching vestibular migraines, as I believed that was the cause. I found a helpful YouTube channel that I'll share with you. The exercises demonstrated there really worked, though they were a bit of a hassle to do frequently. They helped somewhat, but I didn't feel they could completely eliminate the problem. Plus, I wasn't keen on doing them 7 or 8 times a day. Then, I discovered another YouTuber, the Blunt Yorkshire Man, and I've linked his video here. He discussed his experience with vestibular migraines, a condition that is one of the most undiagnosed causes of dizziness. Surprisingly, it's the second most common cause of dizziness, yet many doctors seem unaware of it. He was prescribed propranolol, a beta blocker, which takes about 4 weeks to start working and up to 8 weeks for full effect. Initially, I didn't notice any change, similar to how SSRIs work. Although I don't suffer from depression, I didn't experience any severe side effects, except for feeling like I had less energy and being unusually cold for the first month or so. After about 8 to 10 weeks, my symptoms started to improve significantly. Eventually, the dizziness and fainting spells disappeared completely. Nowadays, I feel great by avoiding nitrates and following a low nitrate diet. If you're dealing with similar issues, I can assure you that you will get better. These treatments are highly effective. While I'm unsure if I'll need to take propranolol for the rest of my life, I'm cautious about stopping them due to the time they take to become effective. I started taking propranolol in January 2024, so it hasn't even been 6 months yet. Perhaps in another month, I'll try to stop taking them. Also, if you can get Valium, it's great for immediate relief. Take it before bed, and you'll feel much better the next day. Now, I'm living a normal life again. Although my doctor suggested an MRI or CAT scan, I didn't think it was necessary, since dizziness alone isn't a common symptom of tumors. Vestibular migraines are benign, but very debilitating. However, they can be managed effectively. I'm back to enjoying life, including drinking beer occasionally, though I'm more cautious now. I also use special glasses to help with the light sensitivity associated with migraines, which has been a massive help. That's my story, and I hope it helps you. If you have any questions or need further advice, feel free to reach out. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best in your recovery. Take care and goodbye.